Hello my friends, it's Friday, October 28th. It's just about an hour left to the trading day. It's 3 o'clock Eastern time, and what I want to talk about today is how to trade a choppy market. When isn't the market choppy, right? So I want to reference, well, this is today, and again, it's just before 3 p.m. Eastern. This is the candle at exactly 3 p.m. and this is a 3-minute chart. 5 points between each horizontal line to give you a sense of perspective. I'm going to come back to this in a minute, today's chart. I'm going to go to yesterday's chart, Thursday the 28th. Thursday the 28th, interesting market, and you see my trading zone drawn out on the chart, as I do every day, along with the previous day's close. This would be Wednesday's close. The market did close the gap, went back up, traded to my calculated resistance at my trading zone, back to the previous day's close, which is an area of value. And when I say value, I mean at the end of the day, that's generally a place where buyers and sellers agree that fair value exists. Okay, and then prices tailed off the rest of the day, and then just as the day ended, prices dropped off a cliff. I just want to reference the choppiness of the day, okay? Now, of course, the trading zone is useful here, as is the previous day's close, because the market targeted these two price levels. But I want to point out a particular aspect of price action on this chart. And it's something that I don't actually teach it. I include it in my course, but it's not a trade setup. It's where two candles of opposite direction and magnitude exist side by side. And I counsel people that when you see something like this, always look to see, first of all, get off immediately, because it could indicate a stop running move, but also it could indicate that prices are going to move in the direction of the second candle, which they generally do. I always tell you to wait, or I tell the people who take my course, and I'll tell you today, to wait to see if the following candle confirms. Now, typically, what I look for is the market to trade in the direction of the second candle. And I'm talking again about this green candle here, and this is again 5 points between each horizontal line. So we see a 5-point candle here, followed by another 5-point candle of about the same magnitude, opposite direction. And I generally look for prices to move in the direction of the second candle. I look for confirmation directly following that. I didn't see it here because the next candle traded higher. Okay, so this setup did not prove out. I saw it again right here toward the end of the day, right here, where, well, this candle was not exactly of the same magnitude, but when you see this happening in a forest of trees where the two candles that I'm talking about are larger than the forest. Okay, here's the forest, the preceding candles. And all of a sudden, a candle pops out bigger than the previous several candles, and immediately finding rejection. And here I saw that prices did, in fact, move in the direction of the second candle, and I got on for a trade here, which proved out very nicely for 15 points. So this is something to look for. Again, when prices are choppy, this is something to look for in terms of a setup. It's not really a setup, but it's generally a pretty reliable trade. Now moving over to today, and again I put the previous day's close. This was Thursday's close here at 38.20, and I have my trading zone on the chart, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. When I say a choppy market, we don't know where the market is going to trade before it gets there. And so how do you trade a choppy market? Well, how do you trade in general? The best information that any trader could have is knowing where the market is going to go on a particular day. So how do you know where the market is going to trade? Well, I have two methods. My first method is my friend here in a crystal ball with a encapsulated fish, very pretty fish. So here's my crystal ball, and here's my fish who tells me the same thing all the time when I ask him, which way is the market going to go? Fish knows nothing. Never tells me, is completely silent, which is good because he never lies to me. Okay? Fish doesn't know anything. I have another method that tells me where the market is likely to go, and that is through numbers. And here are my numbers. Okay? This is where I get my information that tells me, or calculate my information, where the market is going to go on any particular day. And there's a lot of numbers here, and I'm not going to explain them to you, but this is my trading zone calculations. Okay, so let me go back to the chart, and here is my trading zone for today, Friday, October 28th. Let me put that on the chart here so you see it. Okay, so here's my trading zone. Prices open right over here. And this was nice because they opened at the bottom of the trading zone, giving me a lot of real estate of likely area where the market is going to trade. And prices open directly at Thursday's close, right at the equilibrium point, and ride it up for a trade from up to 38.77. The fact that it's higher now, well, that's all well and good, but I want to know where the market is likely to trade. I can never know where the market is going to trade. Nobody can know where the market is going to trade. But my two sources are, and I've showed you my numbers, and here's my other source, okay? And this source is as good as all of the talking heads, because they don't know where the market is going to go on any given day either. So that's my video for today. Look for the opposing candles. When you see it in a choppy market, look for the opposing candles. The third candle is going to confirm whether the market will go in the direction of the second candle. And if you are looking to know where the market is likely to trade on any given day, pick yourself up a book, Taylor's Trading Technique at Amazon, or you can get it from me. I calculate the numbers every day. They're not easy to calculate. At any rate, they're generally reliable, sometimes misleading, but generally reliable. The trading zone is a longer-term trading technique. It's not a setup per se, but it's a measurement that gives an indication of where the market is likely to trade. So that's my video for today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you had a great day. Trade with lots of patience. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you in my next video. Marv Eisen for Timeless Dollar Trading Academy.